Autumn. Package. Appear. Time. Appear. Appear. Time. 7. 60 plus 4 months. Yippee.
Yo! Yo! Chat room, what's up? Welcome in. Good to have you all in. Welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining me on this lovely Monday. How's everybody doing? Hope you're doing good. It's a Final Fantasy day. I figured today would probably be a good day to go ahead and just hop back on 14 and watch the live letter stuff finally. Maybe just fool around in PF a little bit. I don't know. We'll find something to do. Just gonna hang out. And as the stream title suggests, yes, I got a random package today that I had to sign for. And it's from the Final Fantasy XIV team, so we're gonna open it together and see what's in it. I kind of already know what it is because the box makes it really obvious, but I'll leave it as a surprise for you guys. It is pretty cool. Did you and the boys enjoy Windrose last night? We did, yeah, it was really fun, and I actually really want to play more. Unfortunately, I have D&D in about 3.5 hours. And right when I finish D&D, Azur's got plans. So we might not be able to play today. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Just lots of stuff making it so it probably wouldn't be possible to play tonight. But maybe. Big maybe. We're going to try definitely tomorrow. About a freaking billion resubs just happened, so let me rap god those off really quick. Thank you everybody for the resubs. I really appreciate it. RX Fellwing, Oswin, Ahimoth, Crow, Moleman, Noctman, Pi, Magic, Sir Bapsalot, Apollo Wolfie, The Norse, Kime, Starfishy, Draconic Phoenix, Flanchan, Cosmic, Salamander's Way, Celestial, Electrify, Jari, Zephiel, Proud One, Soracoid, Jesus, and Marble Wings. Thanks for the resubs. I really appreciate it, guys. About a freaking billion of them. Yeah. Marble Wings with the tier 3 as well. Thank you so much, my friend. Huge. Bard Stealer, welcome back.
For real? For real? For real?
Any more resubs before we continue? Guys, thank you so much. Dragonath, welcome back. Flamethoth, welcome back. Appreciate y'all very much. I got some cards back from PSA today. I got one of my submissions back. I know it's totally random, but while we're sharing cool stuff that happened today.
60.
Lake, thank you very much for the resub. And Ruvif, thanks for the resub. Oh, I just realized. Okay, so how many of you are going to FanFest? First off, is my first question. Raise your hand if you're going to FanFest. I will be there. Vance, thanks for the resub. And Zyra Black, thanks so much for the resub. Sounds like lots of people are. Okay, so I'm going. I'll be at FanFest. If you see me or V or any of my friends, feel free to come say hello. If you would rather wait, we are going to schedule like a meetup / hangout on one of the days like we did last time. I gotta find a good spot to do it because the last time we did it, there was the security got mad at us for making a fire hazard because we got like 300 people to show up. And we had to get like people to like organize a line to come say hey. It was crazy. So I'm gonna hopefully find a better spot to do it this time. And if you would like to ever come up and say hi to me while we're at FanFest, please do come say hey. I mention that now because there's actually incentive to coming to say hi to me. I have stickers. If you want Inuccio and or Mura stickers, I'm going to have them. And I can show you guys what they look like today because I have them now. So if you want stickers, you got to make sure you come say hey and ask for some stickers. I'm going to have a bunch. I think I'm going to have 100 of each. So you might want to find me quick. Are you doing the sticker swap? Yeah, but I think I want to save my stickers for when people come to say hi to me and not give them to people who might not know about the stream and stuff. It would be cool to do that, but I have limited amounts of them, and I want to make sure they go to people who like want them, you know what I mean? So I'll go to the sticker swap, but I'm probably going to be a bum at the sticker swap and be like, can I just have a sticker? Can I have that? Yeah, V's going to be cosplaying. I don't know how much. She got like a casual like Gaia thing she's going to wear, I think. I'm going to be wearing pants and a shirt and probably some shoes. So I'm going to be doing a Whoops cosplay. Classic. No socks? We'll think about it when we get there. That's a little too far in advance to think about. Dude, wait. No, I should get a Triforce shirt and some cargo shorts with socks and sandals. Wait, you guys are cooking! Oh my god, V would be so fucking mad at me, bro. Nah, I should do that. Oh, I'm gonna fucking do it on one of the days. Alright, yeah. Because that's so easy to throw together, I'm gonna do it. Oh shit, that's gonna be peak as fuck. Anyways, I think I've stalled enough. Do you guys want to see what's in the package? I gotta clear some space on my desk. I also need to go find where I put the stickers. Hold on. One sec. I deadass don't know where she put them, so I need to go like look for them. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, I did a lap around the house and looked in the spots where I remember seeing them. They're gone. So V moved them somewhere, and I don't know where they're at. But
Hello, Woops.
she sent me pictures of them, so I can show you the pictures at least. I gotta find them though. Hold on. I promise they're real, but I just don't know where they are. Okay, this is one of them. That's another. That's another. This is another. Okay. So, a fan artist in my Discord who now watches the stream pretty regularly by the name of Beck. Beck Staples in chat. Beck's, or Eggstrom on Blue Sky and stuff like that. Drew this Murrah. This is one of the stickers that we made. Oh, look. There they are. Beck in chat, yeah. I don't even think you've seen these yet. I asked you if I could make these, but yeah, they're good to go. There's also an Anuccio one. So I'm going to have like 100 of each of these stickers. If you would like to get one of these at FanFest, all you got to do is come find me and ask. They're very cute. And then we also have these ones. These are drawings from Pedro, who does some of my YouTube channel art. Then there's this one as well. And I think V's setting it up so that I'm gonna have like little baggies that will have one of each of these. So if you come see me at FanFest and you want these stickers, you can get all 4 of them. You just gotta hope that I still have some. Yeah. Okay, those are the stickers. I'm also happy to sign anything you guys bring if you want me to sign stuff. Just please don't make me sign your butt or something. Because I've been asked to do that before. I've had to say no. Damn it, there goes my plan. Okay. My Skull X Whoop fanfic. Mods. Remove this individual. Sign this PSA 10 Moonbryon. Yo, I'm definitely signing Pokemon cards. Last FanFest, somebody brought me, how do I describe this? They drew... Oh, how do I describe this?
If someone brought you a donkey, would you say
It was like, you know how people make Sonic OCs? It was a Garfield OC. And it was named Dude Smoocher. And it was like Murrah colored. And then it had a really nice, heartfelt like message on the back. And it was laminated. I have that on my fridge still. It's actually really fucking funny. I love it. I kept it on my fridge. Can we see it? Yeah, I gotta go grab it. Hold on. Well, I wasn't kidding.
Two smoochers rise up.
Yeah. There's a nice little message on the back. It's cute. It's been on my fridge this whole time. Anyways, if you want to bring me something like this, absolutely feel free. I bring extra space so I can bring home cute little things like this. These make me really happy. They're super cute. I keep all that stuff, so don't worry. If you bring me something like that, I'll keep it. Okay. You guys ready for this package? I received this in the mail today, and I double-checked. A couple weeks back, they asked me if I wanted a package from the Final Fantasy XIV team, and they specifically said, we can't tell you what it is, though. And I went, why? And they went, trust me. And I went, okay. And then today a package showed up, and the original message did say we'd be happy if you shared it with your audience when you received it. So here, let me just unplug my keyboard and move it. We're gonna open it together. It's not gonna be a surprise at all once you see the box. You're gonna go, oh. Ready? Does anybody want to guess what this is? Oh. Before anybody guesses, no, it's not refrigerated. But this is probably... You know, this might be the KFC collab. If I'm being so real with you guys, I actually didn't really see what they... Like, I heard they announced this. I didn't see what they added, though. Is there merch? Is there, like, clothes? I did see there was an emote in-game. And I imagine there's probably going to be a meal that you can buy at the restaurant. This isn't sponsored, but I will say I received this for free. I need to let you guys know, if you've never been to Jollibee, it is straight up the best chicken you can get. I will stand on that till the day I die. Jollibee chicken is crazy good. And you know what? The craziest part? The chicken isn't even the best part. It's the spaghetti. The real ones know about the spaghetti. They recently opened a couple of locations near me. I go out of my way every time I'm nearby to get some. It's really, really, really good. Okay. Yeah, it's like Filipino spaghetti, so it's not like American spaghetti. This sounds weird, but when I tell you, it'll make a little more sense. The sauce for the spaghetti is made with banana ketchup. Is like the base. Which is like a sweet, obviously, ketchup. And then it's got little slices of sausage in it. It's really good. It's really, really good. Okay. I haven't opened this yet. I'm gonna open this up and pray it doesn't have my address and full legal name on it. Ready? We're gonna take a risk together. Here we go. I'll get to see it before you guys do. Okay, looks fine. Ready? Here we go. Oh. This looks like a hoodie. And there's a letter. Oh, and there's a cup. Okay. Let's read the letter first. I'm scared. Oh my god, is this a... Please be a gift card. Oh my god, please be a gift card. I'm actually going to Jollibee if I get a gift card. It looks like a gift card. Yes! Yes! Oh, yes. And I think I get a code. Scratch below to see your item code. Yay! Okay, I got a gift card and some stickers. Cute. And a letter. Bro. You've been chosen. Thank you for leveling up with Jollibee in Final Fantasy XIV. Unlock your emote and share the adventure. Let's eat. Team Jollibee. Jollibee XIV. Thanks, Jollibee! Okay, let me go redeem this really quick. Wait, is this emote gonna work right now? Hold on. You've been chosen. Wait, what does that mean? That's kind of scary. It's my keyboard, sorry. We'll go through the physical merch in a second. I gotta sign in. They putting me in the chicken. They turned Mura into a chicken bucket, bruh. Bro's about to get fried. Okay, I gotta put this code in. Give me a sec.
Chicken.
Ah! Chicken. Emote eat chicken? Inuchio Maeda Ferry. Item registration complete. Alright. Dude, I'm so fucking excited for this gift card, by the way. Okay, so I think these are going to be the physical cards that you guys get when you go to Jollibee. How much is it? I have no idea. It doesn't say. But it looks like these are going to be the things you guys get if you go to Jollibee. Yeah, it's just a little Jollibee gift card. I'll look it up and see. But yeah, I love Jollibee. Okay. Item registration complete. I'm just going to stand next to my mailbox. My mailbox is full as heck. Let me delete some messages. Okay. We'll see if we get it soon. What else is in here? So we got some stickers. We got a nice little letter. Oh, there's more. There's more in here. Oh! Level up with the critically acclaimed Jollibee and Final Fantasy XIV. Look. Hear, feel, think Jollibee. How evil is it that they put Alpha eating chicken? Actually. Wait a minute. Jollibee's riding the choke. Oh, okay. Okay, man. Okay. This is a really big box. It kind of doesn't fit all the way on my desk. Let's see what's in the box. So we've got one hoodie. Sorry, this angle is not great. This looks like a sweater. And oh, I got the letter. And a t-shirt. There's something else hiding down here. This looks like another t-shirt. I'll just take it all out. And a cup. I think. That's it. Oh my gosh, they sent me so much stuff. Yeah, I'll probably wear this to FanFest, honestly. Alright, let's look at everything. Dude! Okay, hold on. Greasy Delights. An illustrated manual of the proper method for consuming a bucket of deep fried chicken in polite company. Okay, my keyboard isn't plugged in, so I gotta do this the old-fashioned way. Where is it? It's probably under special. Anybody see it? Oh, I have to eat it first. Hold on. I forgot to use it. Where is it? I could type it, but my keyboard's unplugged and I don't want to plug it back in because I have a bunch of shirts on my desk. Huh? Where is it? Is this standard emote? Oh, eat chicken. Ready? Mmm. Oh, it's so cute. Aww. Awesome. Okay. Let's check out these hoodies and stuff. So this just looks like a standard black hoodie. It's got the Jollibee employees. They got Moogles working back there. One sleeve has something on it. Jollibee X Final Fantasy 14. Cute. Very nice quality too. I'm a snob of hoodies and their quality. This is really nice. It's got like that good like liner on the inside. It feels a little bit stretchy. Not very. Good quality. Not super thick. Oh, it's got long cuffs too. I like that. And it's got a long waistband as well. Good. Very comfy. And will soon be covered in cat hair. Okay, let's see the red one. This is like a, what, like burgundy? Like a wine red? Roland berry red even. Yeah, this is just a sweater. It's got the Jollibee X Final Fantasy. Oh, there's something on the back. Wait. Awesome. Okay. Put that away. What else we got? T-shirt? Ooh, really high quality t-shirt. I notoriously get my white t-shirts very dirty really fast. So I'm probably not going to wear this one too much. But it is very nice. Good print quality too. And I think it's got... Yeah. Where did... You guys might have read it. I didn't see it. Where did they say they were selling these? At Jollibee? Or is there like an online store or something? Complex online? Okay, cool. Well, it's got great quality. If you guys want some nice shirts and stuff, I gets a thumbs up from Whoops. This one I'm probably gonna wear a lot. These t-shirts are like thick. They're like good. If you ever had those vintage wash tees, it's like the same material. The big thick shirts. Yeah, this one I'm gonna wear to FanFest for sure. Probably the hoodie too. Thick, heavy shirts just in time for summer. Well, you see, where I live, summer lasts for about a month, and then it goes back to being 60 degrees overcast. So this is just the kind of stuff I like to wear. You know what I'm saying? I gotta find a good spot for these stickers. Probably put them on my computer or something. Dude, why did they say I was chosen? I'm scared. It says 4 out of 36 on it. Is this a serialized cup? There's no way. It's probably just how many packages they made. Another pint for the collection. Just a cup. But it's not like a sticker. It's like, I don't know the material. Like this could easily go in the dishwasher. Yeah, it's glass. Not crystal. Very nice though. Are they selling these? Did they show these on the website? I honestly didn't look. That might just be a present for old Whoops here. It is nice though if they sell them. You know, I was just drinking a Coke Zero. Nah, I won't get it dirty. This is low-key the best part. They sent me a gift card. Alright, we gotta see how much is on it, right? We have to see how much is on it. Oh, I can add it to my Apple Wallet. Maybe it'll add to my Google Wallet. Dude, what if it's like free Jollibee for life? Whoa! $50? Yo! That's like 2 trips. Let's go! Thank you, Jollibee. Snap, that made my day. All right, tell you what. I am going to go put this stuff away where my kitties won't destroy it. And then let's like go do some roulettes or something just for funsies. One sec. Oh my god, you guys. Dude. While we're sitting here, I should I should Amazon order a Legend of Zelda shirt and some cargo shorts. Jollibee sent the emote. So I typed it in all caps. Eat chicken. They sent me the emote. They also sent me a real life. What did we get? 2 t-shirts, 1 black, 1 white, a Roland Berry red sweater, and then a black hoodie, and a really nice glass, like a pint glass. Yeah, I'm gonna walk into the Jollibee and they're gonna be like, "We've been expecting you." Let's just run an expert roulette or something. I think I need to get I need to get one last ring for my Pictobis. Did I tell you guys I'm probably gonna play Picto for Ultimate? I mean, like, it makes the most sense, right? If you look back at Fru, like, the best performing comps were double caster with a Picto because of how strong Picto is in downtime. I'm gonna have Dragoon and Picto ready, but, like, it was just straight up better. If it's like Fru at all, you know. Dude, the way they just emailed me and said that the package was on the way. Should I tell them I just opened it on stream? As a reminder, we encourage you to share the collaboration and contents of the package with your audience once it arrives. Okay. I'm not getting sued, guys. Hopefully. Like, I showed my chat the package you sent me today. What? You did what? Don't open it until the 30th, though. Live letter later? Yeah. So I actually forgot to mention that. Thank you. I haven't watched the live letter yet. I've only seen, like, Twitter pictures and stuff. So when we get a second, we're going to sit down and we're going to watch the Mr. Happy recap of the live letter. And then we're going to watch the trailer and all the videos that they posted. So if you missed the live letter or you want to just see my reactions, we'll go over that in, I don't know, soon. Maybe even after this dungeon. We'll see. So as much as I've seen, they showed Beastmaster, they showed an extreme mount, and then they like showed the Kefka thing at the very end, and it's like 99% sure it's ultimate. There are some people that are like, it could be chaotic, but like, there's no way. There's no fucking way. Dude, if they revealed chaotic Kefka like they have been revealing fucking ultimates, that'd be such a troll. People would freak out, rightfully so too. I'm freaking it. Maybe we should do a little bit of PFing today just for funsies. Thoughts? Go visit Deep Throat and Redman, or whatever the second turn is called. I can't remember. It's been too long. Hob PF would be fun. Nobody would show up though. Through P4 in Rage just for me? I don't know, dog. I haven't been in Fru in a fucking minute. I could probably do it though. Dodge. Let us commence forth. You guys want to see me eat some fried chicken? Hold on, I gotta post this in party chat. They're like, yeah, man, cool. We don't care. Not unless you're sharing. That's what the take said. He's right, though. He's true, you know. He's right. Big rainbow drip. True. He's right. They sent me it early. Wanna see? These guys are gonna be like, what the fuck? How did he do that? Look, chicken.
Hope your day is amazing.
Reported. Can you imagine a GM grabs me like, hey, that's not out yet. You're not supposed to have that. Straight to jail. How do you actually get it? Because someone in the party just asked. It's you just order a meal at Jollibee, no? Two specific meals. Yeah, if it's like the tea collabs that they did in the past and like Butterfinger, you just like get it. Yes. I ain't moving out of that shit. Did I miss the package? No, it's right here. Pants grab. No eat chicken for EU. Please don't hit me. Oh, that's score my white mage. Oh my god, I'm gonna be sick. Mr. Viper, we have to kill this boss. Oh, right. Phoenix Downs. Chills. Well, if chat's saying you can get the emote from buying merch, then technically anybody could get it, right? Wonder if they send you a digital code for buying any merch. I say that fully knowing people are gonna buy the hell out of those. So nobody will be able to get it. Boom! Yo, the Arby's collab would go fire, though. I'd be the only dude with that collab. A beef and cheddar with a large Jamocha shake. Fuck. Kablam! What would be your favorite meal from Jollibee? I'm glad you asked. So there's a combo that they do where you get 2 pieces of fried chicken. It's usually like 2 thighs. And then it comes with a free side, and you make the side the spaghetti. You get a pineapple refresher as a drink. And then you get the taro or the mango pie on the side as a dessert. Whichever one you prefer. Or no, I think it's ube pie. There's ube or mango. Both are really good. The pineapple refresher and the spaghetti are non-negotiable. Those are required. This looks safe. Jollibee Monday. Why that bee throwing it back in Discord? I was like, what should I post for the gift today with the going live ping? I was like, ah, yes, the Jollibee mascot throwing it back. Surely nobody will know what I'm talking about. This looks safe. Probably. Would you believe me if I told you there are multiple angles of that GIF? Still not entirely sure what this tornado does, by the way. Ooh. Somewhere around here is safe. Whoa! Metal, welcome back. Thanks for the resub. Kaboom. Kablow. Whoosh. Yay! Oh, I'm capped on crystal paste. Oops. Chicken. Yeah, I never did the next step for my my crystal paste. Oops. I should probably fix that. Oh, does it overcap? Good. Good. Phantom Village. Akko Taco. Derp. Holy freaking derp. Now, why would we request that emote of all emotes? How are you gonna time him out for 10 minutes? Let's add it for 10 seconds and see if chat likes it or not. But I'm removing it right after. How are you so ready to remove that so quick? All right, that's enough. I'm not even paying attention to this shit. Bring me more paste, boy. Okay. Can I buy my ring? I don't know why I'm asking you guys. We should watch the live later. More crystal paste. That paste good, ain't it? For my Pictomancer bis, I need one more ring. A ring. I believeth. Yes. Did I really never buy it? Am I stupid? Why didn't I buy it? Probably because I was out of tomes. Squint. What the? Okay. I need a bygone brass ring of casting. Did you guys hear that little thump just now? I'm serious. It's like something on my desk like knocked over, but I don't know what it was. I'm scared. Nope. Do I have an Esther? I need glaze. You've been chosen. What? I can buy a glaze. And then this needs 2 direct hit melds. You're so smart. Whoops, you're the best. You're so cool. I like how half of those messages spelt my name wrong. You guys can't even glaze me properly. What gives, bro? You're a great streamer. Just a bunch of bastards. Okay, I think I'm Biss. Let me double check my stats. Oh, 68, 38. Wait, what am I not wearing? Whoops, you're so literate. Thanks, man. Something not augmented? Oh, I need the boots. I never finished getting the boots. That's right. I was 2 pieces off. I'm not Biss yet. I'm on 248. No, it's not food. I got food on. I need the augmented boots. Which is another 2 weeks of tomes. Another 2 weeks of expert roulette. Back to the dungeons with ye. Fuck. $10,000 expert roulettes. Sentenced to Meso Terminal. Oh, check this out, guys. I'm reading the email that they just sent me about the Jollibee box they sent me. I'm like fairly certain they sent me the follow-up email because they just saw me open it. But I'm just gonna read you this part of the message for those of you going to FanFest. Jollibee's Anaheim location will feature special Final Fantasy XIV themed decor from April 21st to May 31st. So if you'll be attending FanFest, we'd love for you to stop by and take a look if you have time. So if you're going to FanFest and you're like, fuck, I don't have a Jollibee back where I live, there's one next to FanFest. And it's going to be like special Final Fantasy XIV themed. I'm gonna email them back right now. Hi. I actually just got the package this afternoon and opened it with my stream. We loved the goodies. It was a great surprise. Thank you so much. Smiley face, winky face, kissy face. Yeah, not doing a meetup at Jollibee. That restaurant's already gonna be packed as shit. So, like I mentioned last time, here, let me just like raid diagram this out for you guys. So, like, imagine for a moment that in game right now, this was the entrance to the Las Vegas Fan Fest, right? You'd go in here, you'd walk in, and then you're in this big like open area, and the entrance, imagine it was like this door, and there was like a security line right here that you had to walk through, and then all back here there's this huge auditorium, and that's where like the Fan Fest stuff was, right? Okay, I did my meetup in the lobby right here, and I'm not kidding, me, Ferris, V, and my friends stood right here, and like people started showing up, people started showing up, people started showing up, people started showing up, and there was a fucking line that wrapped like this with like hundreds of people. And at some point, the people that came to say hi were like, hey, I used to work events. Do you want me to like coordinate the line? And I went, what fucking line? And he went, this one. And he turned his phone towards me and he took a picture of it. There was like fucking 400 people there standing in line to come say hi to us. And then I was like, oh my fucking God. We were there for like 4 hours. The security came up and they were like, hey, you can't do this here. You gotta go. This is a fire hazard. We're like, okay, we're gonna move. We're gonna move. We didn't fucking move. They got so mad. So I asked them if they were doing an official like meetup spot so that we could do that. And they said no. So I don't know what we're gonna do yet. I'm probably just gonna do it in the lobby again. But we'll see. If they get mad at me again this time, it might be cooked. But keep an eye out. When I get there and I scout out the locations, I'll set up like a spot and I'll take pictures and stuff. Disneyland parking lot. That would have enough room, but then it'd also be outside. Okay. We are now going to watch the live letter. I haven't watched the live letter yet, and we're not going to watch the actual full live letter. We're going to watch the live letter recap that Mr. Happy did. If he did one. Did he do one? Oh, overview and thoughts. Okay. But then he also has discussion. Oh, this was State of the Realm. This is the podcast. Okay.
Hey, everyone.
Perfect. Okay. So, if you're ever wondering why I don't watch the live letters anymore live on stream, first of all, it's at like 3 a.m., which is kind of annoying. I could deal with that. The worst part is that they're like fucking 4 hours, 5 hours long, and 80% of it is just nothing. Where they're just sitting there talking about things that people don't care too much about, and it just takes a long time. So what I do is I wait until after it's over, and then Mr. Happy makes a recap video fully translated using the Final Fantasy XIV unofficial Reddit Discord. They have live translators that post all the important images. They translate it all, and then Mr. Happy goes through that list and just reads it all out. So we're watching a recap of a recap and not missing anything that was important is the idea. So thank you, Mr. Happy. We will be watching this recap now, and we'll be talking about it. Let's do it.
Mr. Happy here, and in this video we are going to be looking at the latest letter from the producer live 92. Yes. Just scroll back up to him. Again, you'd think I know after
Thank you,
all this
Mr.
time,
Happy.
but I just forget the moment that the recording begins. This is the part 2 live letter for patch 7.5, so it goes over everything from
Happy and I are going to be in the same Airbnb for FanFest, by the way, so I get to see him on Thursday. We're going to like go out to dinner every night and stuff.
part 1 live letter that we covered about.
We convinced our girlfriends that it'd be like double dates, but it was actually just a secret cover-up so that we could hang out. It's quite clever.
5 weeks ago, and then it goes into some gameplay and additional details for the content that's coming. They didn't do certain things. They focused a lot on Beastmaster. They showed off the 24-man. They showed off some of the new rewards. And they talked about a decent number of things, as well as an extensive announcement section at the end. Overall,
extensive announcement section.
Live letter. So I liked some of the things that I saw. I was excited for some of the quality of life they revealed, but there's so much that we need to wait for FanFest for that it felt a little bit like half-cocked in a sense. So like, oh, Gold Saucer update, but we're going to talk about that at FanFest. New Ultimate, but we're going to talk about that at FanFest.
Oh. So they like half announced a lot of stuff from this?
Like,
okay.
We have the expansion at FanFest. I know there's the dev panel there too, but it's like, maybe you should have just talked about it here. And if you want to talk more about it there, could have done that. But all the same, Still a decent live letter, but decent as
I guess they want to keep
describe it.
viewership
So,
up for
they
the
started with the
FanFest
trailer, everybody
announcements, so that
released
makes
a
sense.
Trailer reaction, pretty good trailer, very cinematic, very fun to watch, and it's of course
They ain't saying shit till FanFest. Okay.
Things that are in there as well.
Well, they at least confirmed that the Ultimate was happening.
Music, NOO, story
we knew
bits,
it was, but
Beastmaster.
it's nice
Plenty of
to
stuff to
hear
see,
it from
but
them.
Still feel like we have a lot more to see on top of that. So these are the dates for the MSQ in case you forgot them. Part 1.
That patch is the day before my birthday, by the way. So hopefully it's not a fucking huge fat patch that takes 2 days. I mean, I don't mind, but
And part 2. We are expecting 7.51 in early June, and we are expecting 7.56 in, well, that's when part 2 is. 7.55 in August. I think it was yeah, I think it was August. Was it late? Yeah, August.
another January X pack.
Anyway, all the same. Let's go into, oh, here we go. July. Oh wait, no.
Okay, let's see this. First FanFest, April 24th, 25th. Second FanFest, July. Third FanFest, end of October. Halloween, actually. Patch 7.5 on April 28th. 7.51 in early June. That's Ultimate Patch, yes? I'm pretty sure that's Ultimate Patch. And then late July, 7.55. That's Legendary Fish for my fishers out there. That's things like Cinder Surprise and like Stethocanthus and like the really big fuck you fish. So you're going to have from July to the beginning of 2027 to get those fish done. Just to remind you.
No. Yeah, late July. Sorry. I knew it was like early August, late July. Brain couldn't do it. There you go. There's the schedule right there. That is our schedule going on. We've had that from the previous live letter as well. That's just.
I still don't have Purse of Riches.
Trailers and all those languages are now available, and then they went
or Punity Pain. Those are my last two.
You know, they always do like a little watch through.
Oh, there's a Punity Pain up in 2 hours.
You know, I don't know what that last teaser means. Talking about the Kefka teaser at the end,
go try
it's
that.
very obviously an ultimate thing. Thinking about the meta comment, Kefka and the Warring Triad have nothing to do with each other in terms of their placement in 14, but they are notably the 4 most important bosses at the end of Final Fantasy VI. And as such, people have always requested that they do Warring Triad and Kefka. So it's kind of meta.
I know a lot of you are excited for Kefka Ultimate and stuff, but I thought I'd just throw it out there so you can temper your expectations a little bit when watching me. Kefka was like my least done raid tier. Like, I've only ever done it through legitimately once, like ever. So it's not a tier I'm super familiar with. I've done it, I like it, but like I've heard that some people are coming back to the game after years and years and years for doing this, but I'm kind of not one of those guys. I'm still really excited for it, but I'm not like, oh my god!
Series or MSQ in particular. It's kind of just a combination
You know what I mean?
of ideas, but they haven't confirmed that's what it actually is. Right now, that's still technically just us theorizing, but it is what I feel now the most likely outcome, and I think most people will go that way too. I know some people are like, oh, it could be just the X Death and Kefka from Omega, but if you're gonna highlight Kefka, I think Kefka is like the be all end all, not like including other final bosses from other final.
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Kefka themed, but in the sense that it's from like Omega. You know what I mean? So like, I think it's gonna be X Death. I think it's gonna be Kefka, and then I think it's gonna be God Kefka, and then I think there's gonna be a new one, and there will be some in between phases, if anything.
Is in that as well. So they did a little overview of 7.5 stuff. This is just going over the Part 1 live letter as a whole. We've seen these images, the Dawn Trail Allied Society Capstone Quest, and conceivably further Hildebrand adventures.
Super God Neo Kefka.
We have the duty support being added to Dusk Vigil and Shisui of the Violet Tides. We have the new series beginning, the new season beginning, the new Crystalline Conflict Arena, which they zoned into a little bit later.
Oh, is that like a Great Gubal library one?
So nothing too big of a
Archaea?
surprise
Oh,
right
that's
there.
more like Charlie and stuff.
We have the new dungeon, the Clidium. We found it.
The what?
Vigil and Shisui of the Violet Tides. We have the new series beginning, the new season beginning, the new Crystalline Conflict Arena, which they zoned into a little bit later. The usual action adjustments for PvP. So nothing too big of a surprise right there. We have the new dungeon, the Clidium. We found it. And then we had, Echoes of Vana'diel Part 3, Windurst, which, we've already talked about extensively as well, and they did show that later. Enuo, who is the secret boss from Final Fantasy V and is our normal...
Is that MSQ Extreme? Who the fuck is that?
Normal and extreme trial here in patch 7.5 itself. The wings from Enuo will be the last set of extreme trial wings for the expansion, and the moment 7.5 drops, you will have those super mounts, which we did get to see the super mount later in this.
They showed the super mount
as well. It also says it's a little more difficult than the recent ones like Doom Train and Necron. It's pretty fast paced, and we did see some interesting mechanics in the trailer itself. Some of them reminded me of, for any of you old WoW heads, Lady Sinestra back in Cataclysm, but we don't know if they actually work that way. They just gave me that vibe overall.
Shinryu Unreal.
We have the secret ultimate. I mean, we know that Kefka is there.
Do we? Yeah, we do.
Well, there was the teaser at the end of the trailer. I want to talk about it, but please wait another week. Balancing adjustments are done already. We're just fixing...
Ultimate talks will be next week. Okay, so they're going to talk about it at FanFest.
Some text, so we're on track. What's interesting is I had ruled out a lot of options for this because they said they were recording voice lines. Now, generally speaking, ultimates that don't have voice lines don't get new ones. And ones that do have voice lines normally just recycle ones that are already there. Until we got to Fru, where they recorded entirely new lines for the last phase. When we heard Kefka's voice in the trailer, Kefka was never voiced in the Omega Raid series. He's obviously voiced in the Dissidia series. Oh, sorry, Duelim thoughts. And he's voiced in some other media as well, but he's not really ever, but he hasn't been voiced in 14. The fact that he was voiced in the TV.
Can I just share with you guys a really funny story real quick? You guys remember that little game that I used to play called Friday Night Funkin'? There was a really popular mod that came out for that game back when we were playing that still, that all the children clinged to. You might remember it by the name of Sonic.exe. If anybody happens to remember that. Horrible, just awful, right? Just like horror slop, like horror copy paste bullshit, whatever. That mod used the classic Kefka laugh as Sonic.exe's laugh in the mod. So during that time, whenever I was playing anything with Final Fantasy and Kefka would laugh in the Final Fantasy game, and then my YouTube comments would go, "Why is Sonic EXE here?" And I will never, ever forget that. This is really funny.
Means he'll probably be voiced for the entire Ultimate. And I'm wondering if they voiced other aspects. If it is the Warring Triad, did they voice them as well? They have voices, technically. We have Sophia, Zervin, and actually Sephiroth doesn't have any voice acting, but Zervin and Sophia do. So I'm curious to see if they did any new stuff for that as well. Then we had the Phantom Weapons. We've seen this image before. Very
Are those the final ones?
nice looking weapons. And we did see a few more later in the live letter as well. We have the North Horn, plenty of screenshots on the special site. But
new zone? Couldn't come soon enough. Holy fuck, man.
Hopefully this one turns out a little better than the previous one. We know about the additional support jobs. We know
so
the overall
bored of a Cult Crescent.
And, expect to be very similar to the South Horn with some new in there. Beastmaster, which
Beastmaster!
Explained extensively. New ocean fishing route.
Yes!
There.
He's conflicted about that because Happy is actually the only person I know who has that fucking title, World Class Troller. The one where you need to ocean fish for literally months and months and months on end without missing a single boat. So The new route implies he might have to go back.
And then, of course, our final cosmic exploration planet, Ozisia, or however it's pronounced.
Yeah, it's like 3 million
which, again,
ocean
we didn't
fishing
cover
points or
because they're
some
saving it
shit.
for FanFest, probably because of a collaboration of some kind.
You know what's
whether-
crazy? That's like the craziest fishing achievement, right? It's one of the most insane ones. I've asked him so many times over the years if he was ever gonna big fish, and he said no, 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 no. Hold on, let me just open this motherfucker's stream really quick. Hold on. What was he doing today? Let's just take a gander at what he was doing today. This motherfucker.
They say the Earth is flat. It'd be like, then how have cats not knocked everything off of it yet?
Anyways.
It's like Among Us or
True.
Your guess is as good as mine, but I'm going with my Final Fantasy VII official Gold Saucer collaboration guess. And yes, that is somewhat influenced by the optional items we are seeing as well. We have the housing update for the increased interior and exterior limits, and they did have a little bit of an extra thing to say here. There's going to be more desire to increase these further in the future, but they might be doing some sort of option for people to choose only to render items that are actually in their visible line of sight, so that they can for people who have like bad PCs, or in this case, I guess PS4s. To give them an option to not lag in houses if there's too many objects. But that's only for people that have really low-end stuff. This isn't like a setting that they want you to be using if you are running a high-end rig with all the extra things in there. But they just talk about that in the future.
Right.
And if you want to prioritize the house design, don't care about the players, you could limit the display. Yeah.
Die system update. Consolidated dies. A large number of gear will be storable in the armoire. Dies currently in your possession will no longer be functional. After the patch goes live, they can be exchanged for new consolidated dies by speaking with a Calamity Salvager? Wait, are they Guild Wars 2ing this shit? Please tell me yes.
So then we talk about the number of items storable in the armoire.
Inventory space? Just the basic ones?
They talk about the die system again with the consolidated dies. And then that was what they went over, like, okay.
So are they making like a die inventory or something? Basic dies become general die. So like the non-rare dies, like the non-metal or pastel or dark ones, are like a single pot that you can use to pick from like multiple different colors? Okay, I see. So they're half Guild Wars 2ing it. Nah, that's still not good enough. That's better, but like, hold on. Can I just launch Guild Wars really quick and show you guys this? Every time we talk about dyeing systems, I need to show you guys how easy it is to dye stuff in Guild Wars 2, because it's really fucking funny. You'll be like, oh, fuck my life. Hold on. Ready? Here's how easy it is to dye your items in Guild Wars 2. Ready? Open your hero page. Go to dyes. Oh, look. It's every single dye I've ever touched, ever. Including the exclusive ones. I'm going to pick the dropper now. And I am going to dye my gear. It is that easy. It's super easy. Here, hold on. Let me go to my equipment. Wait, where the fuck is it? Dye. Oh yeah, you wanna dye your mounts too? Check this out. Every dye I've ever touched is right here. Boop, 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 boop. Ta-da! I've now dyed my mount. And it doesn't use this dye here because I just have it forever because I unlocked it once. Oh, and I'm just like out in the middle of nowhere right now, by the way. So... I'm not even in like an inn or anything. I'm just like literally out in a jumping puzzle in an open map. And you can just do it anywhere. Anyways. Just thought I'd remind you guys.
That was the part 1 live letter. Now let's get into part 2 stuff. They showed off a bit of Windurst. This is one of the 3 starting cities in Final Fantasy XI. One of the more popular ones, Sandoria and Windurst are definitely better known. I'm a Bastocken refugee, but I don't think that other than maybe Port Bastock, they could have really done it much justice.
I heard that this cinematic opened with Shantoto one-shotting Absolute Virtue. Is that true?
Plain, as somebody else said, urban-looking city-state.
What
from
the
Final Fantasy
fuck?
XI. So seeing Windurst and Sandoria, I think that's what I call it. And Juno is so iconic, so it's definitely hard to leave that out. But you can see that's actually Shantoto's house right there. That's where she lives and does all her work. And then there she is being horrifying, and hearing her do the laugh was also horrifying. So yeah, she's basically the first boss. You zone right in and go right to her. You can explore around. There are some lore pickups that you can do in the area. There's the auction house, which is, you know, Final Fantasy XI's sort of equivalent of the market board, but not really, because they don't function the same. Really
Auction house.
then
Nightmare.
They show off some more stuff. The Heavens Tree. They show off the water.
Black Alchemist, welcome back.
Areas around. You can fall off the arena, of course. And then you do a little bit of fighting for Shantoto. She does.
She's fucking huge. Oh my god.
She actually does reference something I was hoping they would do, and I said it minutes before we saw this. In Final Fantasy XI, there's a trust called Shantoto 2, where she floats around with a bunch of elemental orbs, and it's one of the most reliably strong trusts that you can use, unless you need trusts for a specific style of gameplay. Like, she's like the while you're leveling, use her. While you're just doing like regular solo EXP camps, use her. If you're just doing most anything in the game and she's not a hindrance, most people will use her. And I was wondering if they would include that here, and they do. It is actually part of a line AoE. She summons the orbs and does a forward blast, which I think is also one of her weapon skills on the trust as well.
Get it, man. You're old as shit.
And then she just does a bunch of different magic. She summons some
Boo,
next.
next.
To try to do a squish. She teleports between ley lines to do attacks and casts very fast while she's on them. So she instantly goes, "Oh, hey, ley lines. That's a thing in Eorzea. I'm gonna do that." But yeah, so they say everyone knows Shantoto isn't going to stop there, but he decided to die to one of the attacks. Otherwise, why is Shantoto here and why the first boss? You will see. Rewards, I'm going to show the rewards on a Lalafell. Cute, but small. So they went over all the artifact sets that we saw.
Oh, that's cute. Red Mage gear.
Tired. I couldn't fathom that one of the Red Mage sets was a healer set. You have the Red Mage AF2 set here for caster. You have the Paladin, I think that I always can't remember which one's the AF2 and which one's the AF1. This is the tank set right here. I believe that's the AF2. There's the monk AF1 set. That's going to be the striking set. And then you have, this was actually the scouting set for the base thief set. Makes a lot of sense. I mean, Ninja and Viper being the base set for thief makes a lot of sense. And then you have the picture from the special site. Where you have healer,
all that gear is
Red Mage
cute.
AF1, and then I think that's the AF1.
That tank set is sexy.
Set. And then for aiming, you have the thief relic set. If memory is serving, especially with colors, it's just not a good thing.
I think that's also going to be the maiming gear.
All the same. Then we have the new crystalline conflict. Oh, and of course the gear will be dyeable. Of course. New crystalline conflict arena, Archaea Harmonious. This was a little less gimmicky than I thought it would be. I think it's less gimmicky than some of the previous maps they've done.
Healing glyph.
Next to the spawn camp is a healing glyph that if the team that is spawning there stands on it, they take 50% less damage and heal over time. It's meant to be kind of like an anti-camp mechanic, but you still have to get from your platform to this. It's not a very far run. It is a long enough run. You can also be pulled off of this, knocked off of this. Not that that's going to be, reliably easy to do all the time.
Interesting.
But it's meant to be an anti-camping healing glyph, so you can actually get out of your base and maybe posture to actually fight back. They're also adding a second type of checkpoint. So there's the normal checkpoint, which is further back by those, unfinished staircases. But they're also adding a very fast checkpoint called the Aetherometer, where basically it caps in about 5 seconds, acts as the first checkpoint, and also enables these stairs and enables a quick teleporter for the team that actually passed the point. So if your team pushes up and captures the Aetherometer, then you'll get a jumping checkpoint that takes you up to this point as well. So you can get around the map a lot quicker. But the catch is, if the enemy team enters the circle for it at all, it completely resets the progress for it. So it's not like you can kind of hold some of the progress and the enemy team steps in and pauses you and you have to remove them. If they even ever make it into the circle, then it completely stops the capture altogether. And
Stop the cap.
Over. But like I said, it's like a 5-second capture. So it's just a matter of wiping the enemy team, and then this becomes a freebie, pretty much. And gives you that extra mobility on top of it. So once you capture that,
Neato.
you move on, and then it just becomes like the other maps, other than having the jump point. But that's really like all of the gimmick that it has is the healing glyph and the etherometer. It doesn't have any like crazy. There's no silence mechanic. It seems like everyone was like, "Well, you're in a library, so maybe Biblos will come out and silence everyone or something like that." It didn't see. They didn't talk about anything of the sort. So it seems that it's a much more straightforward map, just with a little bit of anti-camp mechanics going into it as well. So he just played like a fake match against one of the other people on a separate machine, and of course he won because he's the boss, so they have to let him win, otherwise he's getting fired. Everyone knows that's how it works. Then they went over some other really tiny updates. Now this is in line with
Sightseeing log. Oh, the log message displayed upon reaching a vista will now display the emote required to complete it. If a vista has specific time or weather conditions, the log message will now indicate when those conditions have not been met.
The statement they made recently where they said that with Final Fantasy XIV,
Thank
they really
God.
need to kind of refocus and do a lot of things for even the smaller pieces of content in the game. And this is definitely representative of that. An update to the sightseeing log showing that when
Me
you go
scrolling
to a vista,
through random fucking Reddit threads from fucking 10-ass years ago to find out what emote I need to do on top of this fucking statue's goddamn hand.
it'll tell you the emote you need and any of the other conditions that you need on the spot. So you don't, not know those things. You have to go Google it, or you have to do the exploit. We're way past the days of the original sightseeing log where you couldn't even see the sightseeing log, and then figuring out the conditions was a totally different thing on top of that. So
there's some sightseeing logs that have stricter conditions than most big fish, by the way.
Just make sure they don't need to go Google the conditions every single time they see one to see if they actually meet them or can meet them or want to meet them. The outfit glamour.
Oh,
update.
yeah.
So gear from dungeons added
seriously.
from 3.0 and onwards will be eligible to store as an outfit glamour.
Dungeon outfit glamours. Individual pieces of gear will be able to be removed from outfit glamours.
Now, this is when you put something in the glam chest and everything in the set counts as one singular item. This means that you could have, 5 pieces of a dungeon set, all the left side gear, and instead of it being 5 slots, it's 1 slot. And you can take the pieces out individually from those outfit glamours if you need them.
Nice.
What was also interesting, as
That's
they showed
huge.
us in-game, is that this also includes accessories that are part of those dungeons. So it's not just
Now they need to make it so that I can dye these while they're in their outfit glamours, because that's the only reason I'm not doing this with every set in my glamour dresser right now.
gear. It is including the earrings, the necklace, the wrist, and the ring.
I don't even
which
interact
didn't
with this
expect,
system
but it is
because
a nice
I
little bonus
pre-dye
because a lot
all
of
of my
people who are
favorite
serious
pieces
about
of
glam
gear,
absolutely
and
care about the accessorizing.
if you do the outfit
wanting
glamour,
to
it just
collect
removes
those things
them.
as well is very desired. Nothing for 2.5 and before yet. Not sure why. Could just be that those dungeon items don't play as well, or they just wanted to focus on the later items as a whole. But yeah, the 3.0 and onwards stuff can all be condensed into there. It'll still be 1 slot if you didn't have it before, but at least it won't be 9 slots like it would have been before. So they just go over that a little bit here. Since you already have 8 pieces of the 9-piece set, it tells you can just add it again. Yeah, and he's saying people are like, oh, now people are going to go out and collect them. They might be overwhelmed.
No, they ain't,
by
bro.
this. Just take everything step by step. Cleaning and organizing. Make sure you just go in and just, take care of your inventory. Do whatever you can. You don't have to do it all at once.
More
And then he's like,
convenient
"See, I can debug."
crafting. While on standby with the crafting log open, players will be able to perform the following actions. Oh my god, change job, consume food in pots, move items in their inventory? Holy fuck! What?
Bug and do /clear bag.
Dude,
which
you know how
should delete
annoying it was to
everything,
have
but
to
given you
stand
just
up every
debug
time to
back
do
in,
any of
it
these
matters. More
things?
convenient crafting. This was almost the perfect announcement. So you cannot do a lot of things while on standby in the crafting log. Now you're going to be able to change class and job, consume food
Future.
and potions, move items into their inventory, or join leave parties or operate link shells. This has been a huge problem forever.
Yep.
So it's good that after this many years, it's actually being fixed. The only thing I didn't like was that fishing wasn't included, because I was just the other day fishing and I was invited to a party that I wanted to accept, but in order for me to stop, I would have had to stop fishing at the same time.
And then he
So
would have
I
lost
just
his intuition and yeah.
like fishing to also have this small
I agree. But that's kind of just part of the it's kind of part of like the Sisyphusian mindset of fishing is that it just fucking sucks, you know? It's just fuck my life the whole time. And that's kind of just how it is.
Small little update, or gathering to also have this small little update as well. There also is a small
Maximilian, welcome back.
update. They're adding more interactivity and immersion with it. There's new animations corresponding to the companion
Pet and
rank.
poke?
I'm not 100% sure what that means. But also, the chocobos will now react to the pet and poke emotes, so you can actually...
Wait. Does that mean because I got my chocobo up to a certain rank that I'll have extra animations? I'm 1 rank off from max rank, by the way. I need to go do more fates. This shit takes forever, by the way.
interact with your pet chocobo. They said they're going to do more things in the future for this.
My cantrip, welcome back. Yeah, you did.
Like a basic groundwork thing with making it a bit more immersive with the chocobo. New color schemes. We're getting a clear pink, which is not for me, I'll clearly say. Theme, and a clear gray, which I actually think looks awesome, and I might swap to making that my main theme.
Ooh, I'm probably going to use that clear gray.
And that was it for the first half. Then they did a short break. They played some of the concert songs. They did a few ads, blah, blah, blah. Came back, talked about Beastmaster. We have the job icon, which is the axe over the shield. Surprised it wasn't something more beast-oriented, but I guess they wanted to focus on the weapon types, as that is kind of the standard for the job crystals itself, and that is their actual weapon. So we learned a decent bit about. This is the stuff we already knew.
One-handed axe.
Don't know what gear set it is.
Melee DPS, and it goes to level 50. Please do job quests while you level. They explain a lot. We really put a lot of work into this. I hope everyone tries it.
We know it's melee, but
what are we going to be able to do with it, though, at level 50?
we still don't know if it's maiming, striking, or scouting. People have reasons for any of the three. I'm personally in the maiming camp, but honestly, that doesn't look much like a maiming set either, so who knows? There might actually be a surprise answer.
Coils again!
So they go over all the slides from before. I
actually didn't see these. Capture beasts. Weaken beasts in the wild before attempting to capture them. Up to 50 types of beasts can be tamed. Capture various beasts and complete your master's bestiary. All beasts can be captured through solo play. Call upon tamed beasts to walk beside you. Up to 3 beasts can accompany you at one time, using their abilities and actions to fight alongside you. Your tactics in battle will change depending on the beasts at your side. Use the instinct system to fight in tandem with your beasts. Nurture your beasts in the Crucible of the Unbroken and overcome its challenges together. Crucible of the Unbroken is a dedicated single-player experience. Oh. Cool. I mean, it's kind of like Pokemon, but not really. That sounds fun.
This is literally everything from...
I was wondering what, like, the actual, like, end game was it for. And I guess it's the Crucible of the Unbroken, this new thing that they added. Neat.
Part 1, so we don't need to go through this again. So there are mobs you can capture as a party, but you don't have to. If you want to capture them all solo, you can. In fact, there are mobs from Alliance raids, but they're quest rewards. So if you just do the job quest, for example, you'll get the behemoth from Labyrinth of the Ancients without having to actually make a party. But if you think it would be cool to, team up with a bunch of Beastmasters and collect the behemoth that way, you absolutely can. There's nothing stopping you from doing it. You can also walk around with the tame monsters, even in cities. There will probably be display option settings.
Oh my god, no. Dude, Limsa's gonna be just full of fucking giant goobos and behemoths, man.
You're gonna get mildly annoyed by the behemoths walking around everywhere and other monsters.
I don't even hang out there, but I still gonna feel bad for them.
Skills of the mobs you're using, depending on the mob, elements will change. Some have a stun, some have an interrupt, and while using those, there's unique content for beasts. The content will have different difficulties and rankings. Yes, they confirmed during the interviews that after you clear the story job quest version of the Crucible, that there's a harder mode, and then there's modifications on top of that. There's also making sure that there's like a lack of healing between the different stages, so you'll be incentivized to use either, items that are unique to when you're progressing through, or stopping at the rest points, etc. So
Frankenzoid, welcome back.
They made a hard mode, gave it ascensions effectively, and have that ranking board for it as well, which
cool.
Sounds pretty cool. The entry part of the job questies will introduce
Sounds
you to
fun.
the Crucible of the Unbroken. When we're getting close to release, we might do an extra segment. Reminder, Beastmaster is not in 7.5 proper. It is in 7.5X, but we don't know exactly when, and hopefully we'll be finding out at FanFest or sometime in the near future.
Please
My
be
personal
after
guess
Ultimate.
is that it's 7.55, but I kind of hope it isn't because I really don't want Beast. The problem is I don't want Beastmaster overlapped with Occult Crescent. I would prefer if it was in 7. If they're going to do it anywhere, they do it in 7.56 and overlap it with the MSQ or something like that. I'm just worried that there's going to be way too much stacked on any given patch. And as someone who actually plays a lot of different things in the game, it's tough when they do that because I'm obviously like, you know, my autism sparks up and I'm just like...
I kind of like when they do that. But not like too much, you know? I don't like having just one activity.
Yo, I gotta do everything. No, you can't do that. And then I just spend like 18 hours a day playing for like a week until I burn out. And then I just spend like 3 hours a day playing and I go back to normal.
Yeah, but that's
All the same.
awesome.
They started talking about the basics. How do you catch a monster? First, gauge to check to see if it can even be caught. There's 50 catchable monsters total, so you probably won't be using this action all too much. Also, everyone will kind of know the monsters pretty quickly. Then you weaken it by fighting it. Then you use the catch mechanic, your catch ability on it, and then after that you slay it, and you will have a chance at capturing it. So that is...
So you put the trap on it, then you cut its fucking head off? What the hell?
is how that will work. They said you'll have a chance at catching it, but we'll see. Depending on the hit points, the chances of a successful capture grow. But you do have to finish actually reducing its HP to 0 after you use the capture mechanic. You just want it to be as low as possible. This gear is the gear around level 30. So that's showing like the mid-level Beastmaster gear. And then, yeah, so they go and they use gauge.
I wonder if they're going to keep that thing in. It's kind of like an exploit. How many of you actually legitimately leveled Blue Mage like the way you're supposed to, air quotes? Because me personally and everyone I know just walked around in the open world outside of a party with somebody else on a max level job, and then like you'd tag a monster and then they'd one-shot it with something. And you would go from 1 to max level in like 30 minutes. I wonder if that's going to be a thing.
And then they start fighting, and then they use the skill.
Go my fish.
And then it gets added to this log right here. So he reiterates.
I totally didn't do that.
Down, and that's what gets registered.
Wasn't me.
The bestiary has some more entries. It has all the skill information, and it has appearance settings. You can change the size of your monster to be small, medium, or large, depending on whether you just find it annoying or not. It's pretty funny, the different sizes. You also borrow some actions from the beasts as well, so you get access to certain
Comet.
like beast skin, as we suspected, is actually a personal defensive cooldown. That's probably going to be pretty useful. Place the bestiary on your hotbar, and then you have 3 beast battle horns that you can call in combat. So the way the battle horns work is you pick 3 of them from your bestiary, and then you can use them at any point in battle. Basically, you summon one, it'll fight alongside you, you can use its abilities, you do everything with that, and then it changes your abilities as well. When you use a finisher, it will put the horn on cooldown, and then you can swap to another beast. Now, you don't have to use the finisher to swap to another beast, it seems like, based on the gameplay that he did. But if you use the finisher, it puts the monster on cooldown, and then, you know, if you obviously are going to use another horn. I guess in theory, unless finisher has a long enough cooldown, you could just spam them all and then have no monsters. But I guess if you really wanted to burst something down. But that appears to be how it works based on what he showed. Now, he also showed running around town with the beasties out, changing their size. And there's no cooldown at all in the sanctuary. So
you can make them big and small?
Actually. So in a sanctuary, there's no cooldown on your horns at all in any capacity. You literally can just swap.
Low key, this is the same tech as the Pictomancer, like, muses and stuff.
So it's like, whatever, if you just want to have the 3 on hand. While
they might have actually just reflavored the buttons.
Absolutely do that. Here's where they go over everything else. So tempered release is just a monster unique action. A trick, which is an instinctual skill, which we'll talk about later. Nature's gift, which is that shared action, that beast skin action, for example. That's that top right action in the Master's Bestiary. And then you have the finisher, which performs a powerful attack and causes them to leave the field.
Summoner.
So they go over all this. This is like the little skill set that they have right here. So you can see they have their tempered release at the top. They have their instinctual skill, and then they have their nature's gift here on the bottom. And then release is again going to do that. That finisher is just going to do some big attack that sends your monster away and gets rid of them. That's why you're not seeing a fourth skill here, because the finisher is not like a monster specific thing. It's just a powerful large area of effect.
The real question is, are they going to add shinies?
That's how they're making it seem here. So like, for example, Dodo's gift is Smudge. This is Smudge. The Dodo, it's like a you know, line movement skill. Unleash instinctual skill. So now we get into the job gauges themselves.
Ooh,
So
there's a whole job gauge
has
too.
A TP gauge for the Beastmaster and a TP gauge for the beasts themselves.
What?
They just say the gauges, but he had a macro in game that he was using, just a debug command that was literally called TP. So I'm calling it TP now. All right, TP is back, but this is like Final Fantasy 11 TP, not like Final Fantasy 14 TP, which makes sense. And then they consume at least 100 of this in order to use their instinctual skills or their instinctual weapon skills. Now, we didn't get in-depth explanations about one of the things, and I would probably need to pull up the video about it, but I guess we'll get into that later. So then Beastmaster's other gimmick is they have another gauge for skill chains. I'm not kidding. Basically, when they trigger instinctual skills in a certain order in succession, it creates a combo trigger that does extra damage and attack. That does an extra attack and extra damage. So you basically have to look at this wheel right here, and you have to try to open one side or the other. Now, there were some things, again, that weren't entirely explained.
I think this is way over-explained, and we're thinking about it too hard, and it's actually just like Viper combos is what it seems like. I wouldn't think too hard about this. It kind of just seems like press the glowy button.
And I think that's dependent on how much gauge you actually have when you save up to do this. But
because people had this exact same conversation about the Viper job gauge, and they're like, oh, it's, yeah, you got to balance the abilities that you use on each side, and then you have to open this one, and then when it glows, it'll then turn red after you hit the next GCD. Like, no, it was just like, just press the glowy fucking button.
And perform them in a set order to increase the damage dealt by the resulting instinctual combo. So what was happening, so basically this combos into this, combos into this, combos into this, combos back into this. You can see the arrows pointing all along the outside. When you actually do a half, like let's say you do the, I don't know what element this is, feather into beast.
Wind into rage.
Actually are labeled in terms of their instinctual element. Because these look like water and earth. So I'd assume wind and fire, but you know, maybe I don't know. This is the only one that looks like anything to me. All the same, it like
flight into fight.
Half of it.
You might be actually be right.
Follow-up hit that occurs from that as well. So at the higher level Beastmasters, you will learn abilities that fill the gauges instantly, allowing you to connect multiple combos together, which they didn't show much of, by the way. Now, here was something that was interesting. Here's the level 50 Beastmaster armor. Apparently, inside of the Crucible of the Unbroken, you can level up and improve the gear. Now, we don't know if that's a permanent upgrade. That is kind of like, because it's a roguelike mode, generally with roguelikes, your goal is to progress, and then the mode gets harder, and you also usually get a little bit stronger. Like, there's usually like a sense of progression for you and a sense of progression of the actual difficulty of the content that you're doing. So they're not 100% clear about how that's going to work with the armor, or if it's like maybe on a stage I can choose to add like whatever stats to my gear, and that's just for the run. It's not made abundantly clear, but it seems like it's just going to get stronger from doing the Crucible of the Unbroken itself. Then goes into Amdapor Keep and turns on God mode and starts soloing.
God mode.
Unsynced this, has to because he's going in solo, but he didn't disable Echo. So he does have Epic Echo, which when you are level 50 and you're going in.
Yeah, don't get your hopes up too much. This is a limited job. This is probably the most content they're gonna do for it. They might add a couple more beasts and like abilities that you can use later, but it's probably it. I just look at Blue Mage, man.
Level 50 content is not a very high amount of Epic Echo, but he does have it on. I feel like that's worth stating here. And then he just starts soloing. He's got his Coewhirl. He paralyzes them, lowers their electrical resistance. And then they're auto attacking. If you don't give any other commands, they'll do auto attacks. And then you can see that like there's not really like a time limit or anything on the monster. Also, the monster does not have a health bar, which is very, very interesting. And we'll get into talking about that a little bit later as well. So it implies he's the only one who's going to be attacked. So your pets aren't going to be tanking for you. They're just going to be fighting alongside you. And you'll have the one out at a time. So you can see he fights this thing, gets really low on health, kills it off real quick. And then uses 100 gauge when using the tricks. Uses finishers, all that. So you can see how he's got this like dark gauge open. We don't know exactly what opening the gauges does. Like now he has this dark buff. Does that give him more damage? Does that give him more gauge generation? Like we didn't really get too much. I'm sure if I broke down every frame, we could probably figure it out. But it does appear it changes the gauge over here. The horns are now dark. Would something happen if he opens light? Does that give it? Again, there's a lot of information we did not fully see. It seems like they were really just trying to show us the bare bones basics of how it works. And then realized they picked a really dark dungeon and they should probably pick a different one. So they decided to just go hit a dummy at Summerford, change it to daytime, showed the behemoth, and showed him attacking the dummy. When you combine elements, you get light or dark, as you see on the job UI. Those elements have to use quickly or the effect will run out. So yeah, you basically have to use them in it. So once you trigger them, you then have to use them on top of that. He uses Meteor from the behemoth on all the striking dummies as well. And then the Chimera has Ram's voice and Dragon's voice. So, you know, we're used to those from Blue Mage as well. And you see the Coral here. Then he screws up the combos a whole bunch. So what you're supposed to do is a little bit tough to actually tell to some capacity. Now, you will level up without doing the job quest. So if all you want to do is collect beasts, you can do that too. And in the solo instances, you can level up and train your beasts. Now, that is the interesting thing because we don't know if that's, again, a permanent level up and train or a mode-specific one where, let's say, again, you want to level a certain monster to make doing Crucible of the Unbroken easier.
Oh, there it is. At the end, there might even be extra subspecies, like different designs for your beasts you have captured. Shinies confirmed.
Easier, or is that another roguelike element where you pull it out and now the monster itself is actually stronger? Again, these are still the questions that we have. But they also
realistically,
they focus a lot on beasts.
Realistically, this is probably closer to like
really wanted to burst something down.
You guys remember Island Sanctuary? Like animals that you could capture, how there was like time and weather based like black sheep or like the grand buffalo or stuff like that. It's probably gonna be like that. So not like super rare, just you got to be there at the right time.
But that appear, which performs is Smud, has a T combos into there. Which they
wow, they really talked about this for a lot longer than I thought they would.
He's got his coordinate fight could probably figure out basic Meteor from the job quest. So if all you want to do is collect beasts, you can train your beasts. Now that is the interesting thing because we don't know if that's again a permanent level up and train or a mode specific one where, let's say again, you want to level a certain monster to make doing Crucible of the Unbroken easier. Are you just making that run easier, or is that another roguelike element where you pull it out and now the monster itself is actually stronger? Again, these are still the questions that we have. But they also mention something I was wanting but also kind of dreading at the same time. At the end, there might even be extra subspecies like different skins or designs for the beasts you have captured. They're shinies.
Yeah!
Effectively a semi version of shinies that you can collect while you're doing Crucible of the Unbroken. So yeah, they are going to make sure that you have different versions of the pets that you collect, which then means that future updates may also have more alternate skins for beasts we already have on top of that. Now, like they said, once they're close to release, they'll do the extra stream, and they'll probably invite Mr. Ozma, the developer of this, and many other very fleshed out and enjoyed contents in the game, so that he can actually play it and show it to its maximum potential. Now, they did one more thing. They did show off some rewards. They said, let's show off some phantom weapons because people are going to data mine it anyway.
That's crazy! That's fucking insane! Why would he say that?
Anyway, so let's show some of them. We see the Black Mage weapon, which looks like, at first I called it the Candelabra. Yes, I'm Slay the Spire 2 pill-brained right now. But then I realized it's a hand, so it's more like a Handelabra, if you think about it. We can call this Opsy.
That's really cool.
Want to. Pretty decent looking weapon. Really
ooh,
like
the Paladin one.
Shield. Both of those look quite nice. They do show them again at nighttime.
These look slick.
The Astro Globe is pretty basic. I prefer the previous Relic Step Astro Globe, if I'm being completely honest with you. This one's for people who like something a lot.
I'm glad I get to look at these now and not, like, force myself to not look at Twitter for 2 weeks.
Simpler and just
because
don't want
insufferable people can't help but share data mines.
all the flare and glow, it seems, because it just doesn't look. It doesn't look anything spectacular. There's so many better globes in it, in my opinion, in the game. Yeah, there we go. We
On
see
a
the
shitty
Paladin
white
Sword
background.
Shield
Oh,
Knight, which
raw.
again, they do look
Exactly.
very nice. And then we don't see the Dragoon Spirit Knight. Oh, no, we do, yeah. Then we see the Dragoon Spirit Knight. It's okay. Somebody said the tip kind of looks like a rocket pop.
It does. And you know what? I've been obsessed with rocket bomb pops recently. I'm not even kidding. Like, I've rediscovered my love for the rocket bomb pops. They're so fucking good. I have like 4 a week now. I just go to the grocery store and grab some, and I'm like, Also, yeah, it's Wormwood Thrust colored, which is pretty cool.
And now I can't unsee that because it's got like the blue at the bottom and the red at the top. At least I think that's blue and red because I'm colorblind. And then, but I don't know. I kind of wish the whole thing glowed. The top is cool, but that's the only part that's. I just don't care. Like this bottom like detail being super simple personally. But the actual blade in the end does also look good. So this might be good for a lot of people. As a bard main, I don't really care for this bow either. I once again preferred some of the previous steps.
He said it. As a bard main, he's never getting off his range.
Plus, I had plenty of.
Wow, he
ultimate
finally
weapons that
gave
was way
up.
better than that. Not a terrible thing. I see some merit to it, but again, I prefer the previous relic designs in this expansion. Going back to showing the Handelabra.
You know, V was asking everybody what jobs they made for FanFest because she's making little gifts for everybody. And Happy was like, oh, Monk and Bard, I guess, because that's the one I've been playing the most. And everyone was like, Monk? Aren't you a Fizz Rage player? He's like, well, I would be playing Monk if I didn't have to play Fizz Rage. And then he turns around and says, Bard main.
Speaking of hands, that was all they wanted to show for the Phantom weapons. Then they decided to show mounts. The Rocket Fist from Omega. Now, because of the Kefka teaser, some people are like, ultimate mount? Let's be honest, almost certainly a PvP mount.
Yeah.
I have a hard time imagining it being from anywhere else. Probably the PvP series, if I had to wager a guess. But yeah, even Yoshi P said, why have we not done this mount before now? It seems like an obvious one. Saw this flying in the sky, you'd report it. So yeah, we have the Omega Punching Fist. Now on this screen, we do get a peek at quite a few things.
Wait, what is that mount? The platypus with the backpack? Hold up.
Them, but we do not see all.
Hold
of them.
up.
So the very first mount in the top left, I can't 100% tell what creature that is. I'm sure others might.
That looks like a
recognize it
basilisk.
little bit better. We never got him. We never got to see him ride that mount. So we never got to see the model in game. The fourth mount is a Leafkin mount. He also didn't mount that. And also mounts 5, 6, 7, and 8 are clearly all Cosmic Exploration mounts. Some of them, obviously, there's some skins in there. You can see the bot. You can see the plow. You can see the Armor Spider, the Magitech Predator. Those are all reskins, all very obviously from Cosmic Exploration.
Say that again.
My chat can't see it as well because of the cropping here. So let's just do this real quick.
Oh.
There you go. Now you can't see it. Now you
Oh, that's the A rank in Heritage Found. This is the super mount, huh? This is the EX mount, and then this is the super mount next to it. The fucking angel wings. What else is that? There's a Leafkin. What the fuck is that in the top right? What is that? Is that like, it looks, I'm thinking like a spider bot, but it's pink and blue.
You can see it as well. So the top left one, like I said, maybe somebody can spot that, but I personally can't like tell from seeing it right away, and I'm not very good at that stuff, so it's not much of a surprise. But then the rest of the mounts we did see in game. So I can go to the next ones. These are the Enuo wings. They've got little tentacles on the end. It's an axe beak. That's what they're called. I could not remember what they were called. Axe beaks. Okay, there's an axe beak mount. Fine.
Wonder how many
Axe beak,
clears I gotta do.
From Fox Hollows, if anywhere. No, there's a few.
Bruh, these live letters are getting funnier and funnier, man.
Come from, actually. I could think of a couple places. This, I think, is PvP. This is Enuo's wings. This is a Colibri. Now, I'm not 100% sure where this is going to come from. Could be Beastmaster related. Could be ocean fishing related even. Going to Thavnair, Colibris were kind of like a big imagery when it comes to the ocean and Thavnair, like in 7.5 Part 2. But that was the big Colibri. It's just a tiny Colibri. Now, of course, another thing, we are going to Ot Urgan as one of the locations.
If it's a limited job, Beastmaster could have a allied seal store that sells mounts, orchestration rolls, and minions. So that could be a Beastmaster mount.
Fantasy 11 raid, and Colibris are from there. But we've never gotten a mount, really. Like, mounts from
That's my
Alliance
guess.
raids isn't really a thing, so I don't really consider that much of an option. And then, of course, there's the Society Capstone quest, which could be the Axebeak as well. I was thinking that for the Axebeak. And it could be that on top of that. And then we have, also, wait a minute. The Colibris from Occult Crescent. I had completely forgotten about Occult Crescent. The Colibris that were pissing off the Garula. Maybe it's one of those.
Oh, yeah, it could be.
It could be that as well. Unfortunately, there's a lot of really logical locations that a lot of these mounts could actually come from. So, yeah, the only mounts I can really think of is like
this one.
Saucer, and it could be like
where is this from?
That's entirely a possibility. But yeah,
give me that.
The Alliance raid itself, we've not gotten them. But from the Gold Saucer, it could absolutely happen.
Give me that now.
This is very obviously going to be an Occult Crescent mount. This is from Fort Tower Blood, this monster. I'm
that
not
one's
this mount
fucking
is from
awesome.
it, but it is almost certainly an Occult Crescent mount. The platypus with the chair on his back. Apparently, the Lalafels stand on the chair looking forward while everyone else sits on the chair looking backward. So
That's
if you ever wanted
funny.
your character to look back at you while you're on your mount, this is going to be the one to have, unless you're a Lalafel, in which case you'll just see the back of your head as per usual. Then we got to see the Capstone mount, and it is indeed a pair of wings. I guess they heard that they were like, well, for Endwalker, we did the Endwalker Bahamut, which was the Final Fantasy IV Bahamut for the Final Fantasy
Dude, the
IV
Mecha
expansion.
Bahamut's
So
still
this
the best
expansion,
one.
I've been one of the people predicting, oh, maybe it'll be like Black Waltz 3 from Final Fantasy IX, or some people like, oh, Alexander with his wings from Final Fantasy IX. Instead, we got like Sandalphon-esque wings from Grand Blue. I mean, they're not anything like their wings, but still. This is the Capstone wing mount.
Yo, that's cool as fuck.
6
I want
holy
that.
wings. Most people with very like traditional predictions did think we would probably get like 6 to 8 wings. You know, you had the occasional Sephiroth black wing prediction in that batch as well. But yeah, this is what it is going to be, and they're just keeping to the theme of it being wing related. You can see it here in the back as well. This is what the back view looks like. And
neato.
Yeah, it actually looks pretty good. And then actually, funny thing, Foxclaw brought some
Oh, is it gonna play the Dawn Trail music too when you fly around?
thing up, and he was like,
It's gotta.
I wanna flex, I wish we had 6 wings when we're not flying as well. And then Yoshi P said, why don't you just fly? And he's like, okay, but PvP. And then Yoshi P went into like a dilemma in his head. He was like, wait a minute, how have I never thought of this before? And then he sat there for like 2 minutes just being like, I should have maybe thought about this sometime in the past. He was like, maybe now's not the time for me to be going on like a 2-minute tangent about thinking about using flying animations on the ground. So that might actually now become a thing, because he was like really racking his brain about it. He's like, yo, why haven't we done that? It makes so much sense. And then Foxton's like, sorry, didn't mean for it to be a whole huge thing.
My fault.
And then, yeah, then we also have Hardboiled's bike. I'm assuming this is from Hildebrand, but they could just stick it somewhere else and just make it available this
Hildebrand.
patch. And then they showed off a few more
Paper.
pieces. We have Butts' armor here.
Who?
I didn't know. So I'm really
Oh,
bad
wait.
with remembering gear sets from old Final Fantasies. 'Cause
That
when
set
I
looks
saw
peak.
this, I just thought it was like Butts in a skirt.
Wait, that shit looks tough as
I know
fuck.
that's not it. It's not Lena though, because we had Lena, Ferris, and Galuf in the previous one. So my brain broke when I saw this. I was like, is that... part of me was like, wait, is that a lot for an outfit? But if it was on us... But that is OC gear right there, to my understanding. And then there was also some other stuff. And I was like, maybe that's nothing to do with OC. Because then there was this dress.
Was that...
And I was like...
Was that Sid's daughter from
Interesting. I was like, is
FF15's
that
outfit
meant
or
to
whatever
be
on the
something?
left? I
They
didn't
just,
play
like,
Final
didn't
Fantasy
really
15 very
explain or
much.
anything. They just said
What's her
OC
name?
gear and then started picking up pictures, and I was like briefly
Is it Cindy?
confused. But that dress a lot of people liked. And then this is very obviously Cosmic Exploration as well. I'm calling this Cindy with pants.
Yeah.
To some capacity.
No, because it looks just like her. Hold on. Like, okay, maybe she's wearing a little less clothes in Final Fantasy 15. But you know, it's similar. It's close.
And then another cosmic exploration piece here as well. And that was it for the actual live letter. Like I said, there was so much please wait for FanFest. And then, of course, for the
Cindy with
the
bands.
Crucible of
That's
the
funny.
Unbroken, we're waiting for that extra stream as well with Mr. Ozma. So then they did like their little announcement section. You know, oh, don't forget FanFest is coming up. Here are the key arts, which do look good. But, you know, now we're in like semi-announcement /
Squint. Sometimes they sneak a brand new fucking character in the middle of these arts and they're like, and it's like, bro thought he was on the team. Just like some random fucking character they've never named before. So you always gotta check. Remember when they put Venat in the fucking Endwalker art and everyone was like, who? Are you gonna say Sinian, Thagrid, Cryo, yeah, okay, we're good. We're good. Go ahead. Pass through the security
QVC
checkpoint.
mode. There is the Fan Festival commemorative items, which, you know, people have already been buying.
Yeah, those are fucking awesome. Wait, can you buy these on the online store right now? Oh shit, I got some money to be spending.
Already available. And then on top of that, they have the group pose frames and stickers. This is new. Fan Festival themed frames and stickers will be added soon after this broadcast. By the time you're watching this should already be in game. They said it would be about an hour after the live letter was done. Then there's just streaming details, when the keynote is, 10 a.m. Pacific on Friday, April 24th, and everything except for the concerts will be streamed for free.
I get to go watch those in person. Woo!
On top of that, there will be a paid stream for the concerts themselves, and there will be the ability to...
Okay, so two things very related. If you are going to FanFest, the one thing I'd tell you to go to, even over the keynote, is the Primals concert. Do not fucking miss that Primals concert. It is insane. Second, if you're not going to FanFest, buy the fucking ticket and watch it anyways. It's awesome. Please go watch it. It's worth the money, I promise.
To rewatch the VODs. They will archive the VODs after that. Then there was the announcement of the ticket lottery.
It's really good.
AP FanFest being available Sunday, May 10th, but you can register for it now. But Sunday, May 10th is when the deadline for registering for this will be. Then Soken came on to talk about the fact that they are attending Download Festival. The Primals, this was announced a while ago. This is one of UK's biggest rock festivals, music festivals as a whole. And the Primals are going to be performing on Friday the 12th. I think it is the 10th through the 14th, and they're performing on Friday the 12th. There's even going to be a Final Fantasy 14 booth and a Primals specific shirt that is available for download.
Awesome. Wait, that shirt goes crazy hard.
Soken is obviously super, super pumped that he gets to do all.
When did he get there? Soken just shows up on stream. What the fuck?
Of this. And also, Soken was briefly flamed by Yoshi P about how much music. Well, he wasn't even really flamed. He was just talking about
he could actually just do that.
Music for every single piece of content. And that with the deadline, that's not really something that's super possible. So, you know, they just made sure they had about the same volume as they did before. And then we went on to the next bit. There's going to do a game music jam that's going to have Final Fantasy 14, Nier Automata, Undertale, and more. I forgot until I saw this that Square actually did a collaboration with Undertale. They have some merchandise on their store, and they even did like a piano and chill album separately. So, yeah, that makes sense to see Undertale there. Not really much a surprise. And then this was teased the entire
Jollibee!
There was a Jollibee X Final Fantasy 14 shirt on...
If you just got into the stream and didn't see us open the box that I got at the beginning of stream, if you want to see some of the Jollibee merch and some other cool Jollibee stuff, go back to the beginning of this VOD at some point. I got sent a care package from the Jollibee Final Fantasy 14 collab, and you can see it all there. Also, I received the product for free, but I am still saying this, non-sponsored. Jollibee fucking slaps. It's delicious. If you have one near you, you're very lucky. Go get some, because it's really good. Also, there's going to be a Jollibee near FanFest if you're going to Anaheim for FanFest this week. So if that's your only opportunity and you have time, maybe go try.
Foxconn, in fact, he swapped into a second one in the second half. And they played a little ad because Jollibee is going to be where the Eat Chicken emote comes in North America and Canada. It was the KFC Eat Chicken emote in Japan, but now it is just going to be the legally distinct bucket of chicken.
Legally distinct bucket of chicken. I didn't even realize the bucket. Hold on. Is the bucket actually just white? Hold on. I didn't even notice. It is! Yummy.
Jollibee is A-tier chicken, so you know what? They picked a much better thing to do than KFC. And look, they even use speech bubbles in the ad right there. That's going to be a collaboration between 421 and 531. Now, if you're like me and there's no Jollibee within 200 miles of you, the good news is you do not need to necessarily go to a Jollibee location and buy the food. You can actually purchase merchandise online, like the t-shirts that Foxconn was wearing, and that will also get you the Eat Chicken emote.
I also, like, if you want to check and see what the shirts look like, I opened the shirts and the hoodies on stream in that box. So if you want to go back and see how they look, you can do that. They're really nice. They're very nice, thick shirts.
Different. The only problem, of course, being North American,
high quality
Canada
hoodie too.
Exclusive. This is not going to be part of the EU campaign. EU's used to this by now. All the different countries, all the different collaborations that ever need to happen, all the different licensing. You guys are used to it, but you still hate it, and you're right for that. So yeah, this is just clarification of those additional details. Trying some of the food I haven't eaten yet.
If you go to Jollibee, oh, this is the exact things that they sent me. All four of these. If you go to Jollibee, get the 2-piece with the side. You get 2 pieces of chicken. You can get spicy or original. I like the spicy. It's not that spicy. So you get the 2-piece. Make sure you ask for a cup of gravy on the side to dip your chicken in. Yes, I'm serious. And for your side, get the spaghetti. Get the Jollibee spaghetti. And then for a dessert, also add on the ube pie or the mango pie. And then you're going to get a pineapple refresher as your drink. Write that down. It's going to be the most delicious fucking thing you'll ever eat.
And then the shirts, which is the thing I'll actually be able to get if
Dipping
I
in gravy is so big back.
True!
But it's so good. It's so fucking good.
The boxes had plushes in them, but they don't come with plushes. They were just showing them stuffed with plushes overall. Soken wearing the sweater, and them showing everything off here at the end and the back of them. Hear, feel, think, Jollibee.
Jollibee.
Yeah, if you're hungry, that's how it is. And then you have the drink thing right here, which I guess they stuffed Hyland inside the cup. And then they also did one more announcement. There's an XR theme park in Japan. There's a couple of them. And there's going to be a VR chocobo racing thing available there for a set period of time from the April 25th to May 10th at one of the locations.
Cool.
And then from May 30th till June 14th at the ATC.
Dude, what if it's just like super lame and it's like literally they recorded a 360 video in game of like a chocobo race and it's like it's just like going through one of the fucking tracks. That'll be $200, please.
They also reconfirmed, this is something they put on socials yesterday, the Twitch campaign, where if you watch the fan festivals on Twitch.
Don't miss these. These are really cute. These are Twitch badges that you can get in chat for watching FanFest. So I am going to assume these will never be back again. So make sure you, even if you're going, you like open it up on your phone or something, right? And get the drops.
On their live streams, you get these badges. There's going to be 2 badges per fan festival for a total of 6 across the 3 years.
So the NA FanFest is next weekend. So what, 24th, 25th? 25th, 26th? I think it's 24th, 25th. I don't know. I'm leaving Thursday and I'm coming back like Sunday. So And then there's going to be another stream at the EU Fan Fest in July, and then another one on Halloween in Japan.
Fan festivals. And one last reminder, they're hiring. They're hiring a German translator and localizer and market planner and scenario designers for Japan. But these all require you to know Japanese all the same because you need to do localization. So, of course, you need to be able to understand Japanese to localize it. And then also, these are some lodestone posts they put reminders of. Quest eligibility for limited jobs. Basically, they can't do society quests after 7.5. And the serial rating changed from 15 to 17 because of group pose and the portrayal of the game. They will do a patch note reading on the Monday after Fan Festival. There will be preliminary patch notes the day of the keynote, and then there will be the full patch notes when the servers go down Monday going into Tuesday, the 27th through the 28th. So with that, that is going to be a wrap for this. And then apparently this was a thing. Apparently, while Illumination, oh, I almost forgot to do that.
They were asking what
translations and all this is brought to you by the Final Fantasy XIV Reddit Discord featuring Miuna and Illuminori, as I always use them. It should be standard by now, but I did forget to bring that up at the start of the video. But that covers the live letter. A lot of waiting for FanFest. Not a huge fan of that, but overall, I was excited with what I saw. And of course, I'm going to be doing everything. Like, I'm gonna go through all of Cosmic, even backtrack and get every tool for that as well. So
I'm already done with mine.
Busy
Woo!
time. Not to mention Ultimate, and
I finished all of my Cosmic Relics.
And Beastmaster and Occult Crescent, and doing Fork Tower Magic, Savage, and yeah.
I did not watch the trailer yet. We're about to watch the trailer. I'm just letting him finish the video.
To 8.0. And we'll see if we get any other collaborations returning or anything like that as well on top of that. So with that, that is a wrap for my overview on the live letter number 92, the patch 7.5 part 2 live letter. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you're on YouTube, consider becoming a member. It directly supports the channel. I just have a couple of badges and a couple of emotes for that. I don't have anything fancy. I don't like paywalling content. So it's just there as an option. And yeah, and if not, fine. I live stream on YouTube and Twitch all the same. So if you enjoy my content, you can come by and say hello whenever you want. With that, I will see all of you in the next video. I'm going to get back to actually paying attention to my live stream, as they are busy just pointing out all the mistakes that I made while I'm actually doing all of that. And I'll see you in the next one.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Happy, for the live letter recap. I never asked you guys to do this, but please, if you appreciated that video like I did, there's the link. Please, like, just go open that link, like the video, and then you can fucking close it. Just go give him a like. Thank you for the big recap. I really appreciate it, Mr. Happy. As always. Okay. Now, I haven't seen the patch trailer yet, so that's what we're going to do next. I have not seen this at all. I have no idea what's in it, and we're going to watch it together. Full live reaction. I'm going to guess it's this 3-minute one they uploaded a couple days ago. Trail to the Heavens. Let's do it. Y'all ready? Here we go. Turn the volume down a little bit.
Both the source and the reflections are home to irreplaceable life. I would protect them all if I could. But if doing so means ushering in complete annihilation, then what can we possibly do?
That's the dungeon, huh? We're bringing the gang back together, I guess. They were back in Mordona. Uh-oh. Beastmaster. Squirrel. That's the Beastmaster game mode. Cool. I like how they made it look like a tabletop game. It's so cute.
The star is tolerant to life.
Whoa.
It holds no grudges.
Whoa.
And neither rages
Was that
nor
the
weeps
Cosmic
for being
area?
sundered.
This is the Alliance raid. What the hell? Oh!
You've no recourse but to cower before my true power.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Mayhap the time has come for another journey across the salt.
Ocean fishing. Manderville. CC.
No amount of devastation
That map
and
does look
death
really nice.
can compel it to stop the wheels of creation from turning.
That's the gate that we opened, I guess. Whoa, that trial looks crazy. X-Death vibes. Oh! She's back! Oh my god, they didn't forget about her. Dude, I said I wasn't gonna pause on the first watch through. Sorry, I have to. Oh my god. You guys know, if you were watching my story streams at all, I really did not like Zero for like the majority of her storyline, but towards the end she was so awesome. Oh my god, I'm so excited to see her back. Golbez too.
Countless perish as nature runs
Holy
its course.
freaking peak.
Yet in spite of this, people continue to believe that the morrow will come. But it will not. For nothing lies beyond the solstice. And no one will be left alive. No one.
Oh, peak. That was so awesome.
Did you think you'd won? Guess I'll have to spice things up.
Oh, I wanted them to put his laugh in there. I thought they were gonna add the OG laugh there. Oh, that's so cool. Did you think you've won? Guess I gotta spice things up.
Guess I'll have to spice things up.
Scary. That's a new line too, isn't it? Oh, what a good trailer. Yeah, and I heard they brought Jonathan Bailey back on for Graha, right? I didn't hear where he talked. I kind of don't really pay attention too much. But yeah, like he was probably just busy or sick or whatever, right? So that one other person did that off patch or whatever. People made such a big deal out of that, man. Yeah, this looks sick. This was surprisingly cool. I thought they were done with cosmic areas. Are they adding a fourth one?
The star is tolerant to life.
I guess. This looks awesome.
It holds no grudges, and neither rages nor weeps for being sundered.
Yeah, and then this is the Alliance raid.
You've no recourse but to cower before my true power.
Awesome. Wonder what this is about, huh? Feet.
Mayhap the time has come for another journey across the salt.
I wanted to see the background of this, actually. Who's he dabbing with? Were those zombies? Oh my god, they are. The zombies are back. Oh my god, wait, hold on.
So many seeds.
Oh, that's... I thought that was a Stinian in like a trust or something. Like a duty support.
So many
That's
seeds
just
of
a
life have
Dragoon wearing
already
gear.
been lost.
The Zero and Golbez are in the middle of this fight, though. Holy peak! Oh, it's all over my fucking screen. Ah!
Perish as nature runs its course. Yet in spite
What is this? What the fuck is this? Is this a Cold Crescent? Oh, are they adding another 48 man? I actually didn't even think about that.
Its course. Yet in spite of this, people continue
Dope.
to believe that the morrow will come.
I'm glad they're adding a normal version so everyone can do it.
But it will not. For nothing lies beyond the solstice.
Remind me her name again. It started with an H, right? It was like Hulmarinth or something. Hulmarit.
And no one will be left alive.
Oh, is it Benedicta? That's funny.
No one.
My very lukewarm take is that she's going to be a nothing burger character that simply just escorts us into the next expansion. I don't think she's going to be a main character next X-Pack.
Solstice. And no one will be left alive.
She's going to force us to do something that's going to make us go somewhere with the key, and then, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I do like her. I think she's interesting, but... We're kind of on the same page here that the glitching stuff is, like, not... making it so we can't completely rule out, like, Omega Tournament of Power type shit, right? Like, we did already get top, right? But, like, the glitching and stuff being here completely makes it possible that it might just be more, like, Omega bosses. It's not going to be Omega himself, is what I'm saying, but, like... For those of you who skipped through the raid tier, I guess you could say, Omega was summoning different powerful beings from the Final Fantasy universe for us to fight. That's what the raid tier was about. Kefka being one of them. So... like, it's possible that Exdeath could be here. Or Chaos, or Midgardstormer. But that's, like, a big reach. It's probably just going to be Kefka.
Guess I'll have to spice things up.
So I'm thinking the copy escaping. Oh, yeah, that could be... yeah. That would actually be really funny. If Kefka, like... did his fucking magic shit and broke out of the simulation. He became self-aware.
Things up.
That'd be kind of cool. All right. So, a couple of reminders for you guys then. First off, I am going to FanFest. Raise your hand if you're going to FanFest. I am going to be at FanFest, and if you would like to come say hello to me or my friends, you may feel free to do so. I'm going to have stickers to give away. I only have 100 of each, I think. And if you would like to get one of these stickers, all you gotta do is come say hello. I'm showing them now. I have these. There'll be little gifts for you guys if you would like to come say hey. There's an Anuccio sticker. There's a Mura sticker. And there's some silly ones that Pedro drew as well. Yeah, all you gotta do is come find me and say hey, and I'll be giving those stickers out. What else? After I get home, it's basically patch day. A couple days after, we'll probably be doing just a little bit of chill Final Fantasy streams on like Monday or something, and then Tuesday when patch goes live, oh my god, it's going so quick, I'll be doing the entire patch like we normally do. We'll be doing the MSQ, we'll be doing all the new content that they add, I'll be reading everything out loud, we'll be doing it together in chat, then we'll be making YouTube videos out of it as well. It's going to be a good time. We need to start prepping for Ultimate in the next coming months too. So, yeah, lots of stuff. I'm going to be at FanFest. Come say hey if you see me. We're going to be doing patch on Tuesday. And we'll be doing the entire patch together. What else? think that's it. Am I forgetting anything? Oh, if you want to see the Jollibee stuff, go back to the beginning of the VOD. They sent me some merch and all that. If you're curious on what it looks like, make sure you don't miss out on that if you wanted to get the emote or whatever. Because then you can eat chicken. Look. Yay! Okay. We actually got to go over everything that I wanted to today. I could PF for a little bit, maybe. I got D&D in an hour. Maybe we can just like go kill M9S real quick or some shit. I actually need a glaze, not a glaze, a twine this week. Bars runs. Oh hell. D&D, what class you playing? I'm playing an assassin in this campaign today. I actually just started a Pathfinder campaign as well. And I'll be playing a witch for the first time, which should be fun. Is it streamed? Yes. Both are streamed every week. World of Io is where we're going to be playing today. That's the Twitch channel, Brett's channel. And then the Crowned DM is going to be streaming our Pathfinder session that's starting on the 5th. Yeah, which seems really cool. I haven't played Pathfinder since I was very young, so I get to basically learn it all over again. Do the augments from Alliance raids and hunts come out right with the 0.5 patch normally? Can't remember. Someone in chat might know better than me. I don't know. I think as soon as you can get the 3rd coin is usually when it comes out. So I'd say yes. I guess that's another good reminder. That's a good shout, actually. Go run the Alliance raids and get your coins. You know what? I don't even need the fucking... You just saved me PFing. I don't need to go do Tyrant again. I'm just gonna wait for the fucking Alliance raid to come out. Fuck that. Easy peasy. Walkies. A little bit of a walkie. Walkers. If I still needed the emote, I would. Or not the emote, the minion. I might just call that stream done for the day so I can go eat something before D&D. We kind of got everything done that I wanted to. We went over the patch. We talked about FanFest. We opened that box. Is there anything else I need to go over? I'm going to be a little busy for the next few days getting ready to leave for FanFest, but we are going to hop back on Windrose probably with Soma and Azure whenever they're free. That Windrose game was really fun. And then I need to run a bunch of errands on Wednesday, but I might be free for a little stream right before I leave. And then I leave bright and early Thursday morning. And I'll be seeing some of you at FanFest. It's going to be freaking awesome. I'm so excited. I hope you guys are too. Last FanFest was great. All right, yeah. I got D&D in like an hour, so I'm going to go eat some food and chill out before that starts. I'm glad we were able to go over everything today. For like the millionth time, if you guys are going to FanFest and you want to come say hey, please do come say hi. I am going to be setting up like a hangout / meetup probably on the 2nd day of FanFest, somewhere near the convention center. I'll just find a big open spot and then like I'll send out a tweet with like pictures and time info, and then we'll just go hang out. And you guys can come meet me and V and probably Happy, and maybe Sophie will be there, and Soma I think is gonna be there too. So we lots of people all hanging out, so you can feel free to come say hey. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching the stream today, guys. It was a little bit of a short one, but I'm just glad we got to hop on 14 and talk about some stuff and get ready for FanFest, okay? So I'll see you later. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll probably be playing some Windrose with the boys whenever they're free. All right? Take care, you guys, and see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Later.